got the one-way plow on. We've received about another 7-8 inches of snow, and out cleaning up roads, and it's not very enjoyable. Got thawed ground, everything's sloppy, temperature about 34-35 degrees. Still got my wing on my cat machine here. Just gonna do a little video of pushing snow here. This is probably gonna look really bad because it is just extremely hard not to get into the thawed road beneath. Your machine starts sinking, and it's just not fun at all. I've just been kind of carrying my wing the best I can, but yeah, roads aren't real bad, but there's spots that there's, you know, 6-7 inches of snow wherever it's sheltered, and had a couple spots where it drifted pretty good, so getting them cleaned up and hopefully be back out blading next week. But it's gonna take a little bit to get all this crap to melt. Gonna be a slow process. Really like this fall's one-way plow. I don't normally, I have this on my deer machine, but township is just that I'm in now is just north of where I got my deer, and I asked nicely if I could use the one-way plow on this cat machine to do this other township, and they let me, and I'm very happy I am able to, because it's made plowing snow a little more enjoyable. Because I tried using just the V-plow and moldboard, and I could only go about 5-6 miles an hour, so that was just horrible. Well, with the one-way I can actually get going fairly decent speeds, so I've been running right around that 16 to 18 mile an hour, which is way better than doing 5 or 6. Takes a long time to get over a township at that speed. You can tell it's just real wet, sloppy snow. It's just hard to, doesn't even want to come off of the one-way. It just comes off in big chunks. Machine still wants to bounce a little bit, but it could definitely be worse. Sure what they were thinking there. I love it when people just push piles of snow on my road. I'll be happy when this stuff melts. I don't mind plowing snow in January, you know, December, when the roads all froze up and you can actually deal with snow then. This stuff here, it's just wet, heavy, everything wants to bounce. It's just a pain in the butt. But we're out here doing what we can with it. least the roads will dry off a little bit quicker with having them down close to gravel for the most part anyway. That's another thing, it takes so much power to push this stuff. I've been maxed out in 7th. I've actually come almost close to running out of power, so that kind of tells you how heavy this stuff is. Machine's gonna need a good bath. I was out yesterday and it got up to just about 37 and it was starting to melt, and people were having pretty good track on some of the roads where there wasn't much snow. And I don't have any mud flaps on my front fenders, and it just completely slopped the heck out of the machine yesterday, so I'll have to give it a good bath when I take it down to my dealer to get the wing taken off here. Plow sunk a little bit there. But I'm kind of happy we got the moisture. I would have loved to seen rain, but we been pretty dry here all winter. Haven't had much snow removal to do, and we definitely needed some moisture, so happy to see we got some here anyway. You can tell how sloppy it is. You get the snow off and it just turns to slop underneath, so I guess that's good and bad. People are just gonna have to deal with it for a couple days until it starts kind of melting off and things getting a little better conditions anyway. So hard on the intersections trying to not get into the gravel, so I haven't been putting my wing down on the corners. Just simple fact, if I do lose any gravel, I want it to be right next to the edge of the road so I can pull it back up on the road when I run my retriever disc anyway.